Thus say unto Joab, let not this thing displease ye, for the sword devours one as well as another. Make the battle more strong against the city, over, overthrow it. Let's go back up one verse higher than that, to the 21st verse. And the shooters shot from the off the wall upon the servants, and some of the king's servants did be dead. And thy servant Uriah the Hittite is also dead. Then David said unto the messenger, thus shalt thou say unto Joab, let not this thing displease thee, for the sword devours one as well as another. Make the battle more strong against the city, and overthrow and encourage him. And when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah her husband was dead, she mourned her husband. And when the mourning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his wife and bare him a son. But listen to this here. But the thing that David had done, it displeased the Lord. Even though David was a man after God's own heart, David had done something that displeased the Lord. Even though we are God's chosen people, sometimes we can do something that offends and displeases the Lord. And this is what David had done here. He had displeased the Lord by sending Uriah to the heat of the battle. And Uriah was slain. And then after he was slain, David decided he could then take her to be his wife. And the Lord sent Nathan. The Lord sent his prophet unto David by the name of Nathan. And he came to him and said unto him, there were two men in one city, the one rich and the other poor. The rich man had exceedingly many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing, save one little ewe lamb, which he had brought up and nourished it, and it grew up together with him and with all his children. It did eat at his own meat and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter. Isn't that something? And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him. But he took the poor man's lamb, dressed it for the man was to come to him. And David was angry, was greatly kindled against the man. And he said unto Nathan, as the Lord liveth, the man hath done this thing shall surely die. And when he had restored the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity. Now he said the man should die for what he's done, but before he dies, he must restore 4 times what he has taken, because he had no pity. And Nathan said to David, thou art the man, God of Israel. I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave thee thy master's house, and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee houses of Israel and of Judah. And if thou had been too little, I would have more given unto you such a thing. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandments of the Lord, to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy wife in the sight of the sun.